There should be two groups of people in the room. There are people that are our current students who are you. Fantastic. And then there are people that are prospective students. Who are you? So I can get a sign. Fantastic. So, prospective students. You might think, why are current degree students coming to a careers evening and hearing about all different agencies? The issue with criminology, the reason it's really cool is that it's so broad, there's so many different aspects of criminology, but that's also our consideration when you're planning your career, is there's so many different agencies to go into. So the joke I like to make is that if you're in a dentistry degree, you may not become a dentist, but you're probably going to be looking at teeth, right? But a criminologist can go into any sort of number of different agencies. So what we want to do is showcase some of the options here tonight. And the way we're going to do that is get some of our recent alumni to tell you in their own words how they found the degree, but then how they've transitioned into different agencies. So the outline, here are the organisations that you're going to be hearing from. There's Queensland Corrective Services, the Crime and Corruption Commission, QPS, Youth Justice, and the Criminology Student Society, and that's the more fun side of uni. Okay. So I said before there are two audiences. For your current students, you know everything they're about to say in the next 2 minutes. So just don't go to sleep, but just you can vague out, and I'll bring you back with a clip. So prospective students. The reason you should come to Griffith University, there is an exercise that the Australian government does that ranks disciplines, all the disciplines that universities teach and give degrees across the entire of the nation. All the different universities are ranked according to their disciplines. And in the discipline of criminology, there are two universities that got the top ranking possible. That was ANU and Griffith University. ANU does not have an undergrad program. So if you want to learn criminology from the best place, Griffith is it. We have nearly 50 academics in our school. The local competition has a really small number. So we can offer a really broad range of electives and offer lots of opportunities to students. Also, our academics are all publishing in research academic journals. So our work, so what we teach is also what we do spending our private time researching. And we're researching in often international outlets. So our impact is very, very broad. We also have a lot of international people coming to Australia that want to interact with our researchers. So just as an example of some of the work our academics engaging in sort of public debates, Kieran Hardy is a frequent contributor to the conversation. You would have seen this sort of easily digestible comments about public policy. His area is counterterrorism law, and he's got a number of, you see Kieran Hardy is sort of a frequent publisher there. So that's on the public policy side. On the research side, we've got people so Chris Bond is someone here in the room. So she recently led a team looking at specialist courts in domestic and family violence at Southport. And so those are the sorts of things that well, that's just I could go on and on with all sorts of different examples of cool research that we do. So you guys, for prospective students, I assume if you're here, you are most likely going to come to the Mount Gravatt campus. There are other campuses that are amazing around the world, and through Griffith University you've got the opportunity to take a semester or even, a trimester or two to study overseas. So we've looked at universities around the world at their criminology programs, and we've identified some of the best programs that you can go overseas and study with them. You can get scholarships to defray most of the cost of that, and I will personally give you a Griffith emblazoned hoodie that you can take photos of yourself in Rome or Paris or Taiwan. In terms of the degrees that Griffith offer in criminology, we have a single degree, that's a 3-year program in criminology and criminal justice. You can do that at Gold Coast, Mount Gravatt, or online. We also have double degrees. What that means is you study for a little bit longer, but you come out with 2 degrees. And 2 different skill sets, and you can see there psychological science, law, human services, forensic science, now brand new information technology, which is a really popular. This is the first year we've offered it. It's really popular, and I can see one or two people out there who are in that double degree. Here are some of the popular courses. Homicide's really cool, offender profiling's good, forensics and justice. This is looking at how the criminal justice system treats forensic science evidence and how it often is treated in an elevated state compared to other sources of evidence. So the so-called CSI effect. Crime analysis investigation. I asked someone to put these slides together and I said, can you put our most popular courses? And they flattered me because crime analysis investigation is my course, and they sort of implying that that's one of the most popular courses. Of course it is. Fraud and cybercrime is a new course we've got, that's a massive cybercrime is just going gangbusters. If you think crime doesn't pay, become a cyber criminal. Counterterrorism law is a really fascinating area. Kieran Hardy before is in that. Okay, so that's a sales pitch over. So for all the current students, come back into the room. So what we want to talk about tonight is where can criminology take you? It's almost the question is where can't it take you? So we've listed here some of the major functions that take place in the criminal justice system. So there's law enforcement actually deterring or apprehending rule breakers, intelligence and analysis, so interpreting the criminal environment and trying to infer findings from patterns in data. Courts and corrections, the administration of rules and rule breakers, and the more community sides. This is pre-crime, talking to people at risk, and then after crime, looking at counselling offenders and also victims. And we've listed here some different agencies and different roles that you might take. One year we did this event. We got someone from all of those departments, and it took us to 2 a.m. to finish. But we're not going to do that tonight. What we're going to do is just a small number of agencies. So that's my sales pitch over. I'm now going to ask from probation parole, Kirsty, Dan and Olivia to come up to have a quick chat to you. Thanks.